Om Shanti, everyone. Good morning. So, today, the Murli that we are going to read is 14th of January 1990, is the revised date. The title of the Murli is Two Main Reasons for a Lack of Intensity in Your Efforts. Before starting, I would like to know, am I clearly audible?
Yes, sister, you're
Yes.
audible.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So today in this Murli, Bap Dada is seeing that two type of children. One is effort makers and one are intense, fast effort makers, whom Baba call Tivra Purusharthi. So Baba says those who are fast effort makers are always comes in first division, and who are effort makers, Purusharthi, they come in the second division, whereas we always want to come in the first division. And there, Baba is saying that Baba has seen that the main problem, what he has observed, is the aim and the difference in aim and the characteristics, means Lakshan and Lakshan. There is antar, there is differences between aim and characteristics. But Baba also say why this is coming. Then Baba had went more Baba had gone more deeply to analyze the issue, why there is a difference between Lakshan and Lakshan. And what Baba has answered is like because of lack of uh, the power of speech. The power of speech means that it always taught us that speak softly, speak sweetly, and speak less. You know, this is the slogan of Brahma Kumaris. कि कम बोलो, धीरे बोलो और मीठा बोलो. But what Baba has seen that because of not having real awareness on speech, children are speaking some words or using some words which is depleting their energy and time, which is the reason Baba has noticed that the lack of intensity in their efforts. So let's start today's movie. Today, Bab Dada, the first and eternal creator of the Brahmins, is seeing the Brahmin children who are his direct, elevated, close creation. You are Brahmin soul, who are Baptada's loveliest creation, and you are moving forward by constantly keeping in your awareness the aim of being close and becoming equal, Sami and Saman. So today, Bapdada was specially seeing the first creation. He was seeing the speed and the method of both the first effort makers. What Baba was seeing the speed, Gati and Vidhi, speed and method of both the fast effort makers and the effort makers. He saw both types of Brahmin children who were fast effort makers and who were effort makers. The one who have a fast speed by adopting the elevated easy method given by Bab Dada, and those who are sometimes fast and sometimes not so fast. Everyone is receiving the same study. Both are receiving, Baba says, is the same study and palna, sustenance and attainment from the one. So why there is a difference in the speed? Fast effort makers means those who are in the first division, and the effort maker means to pass in the second division. Today, everyone's chart was specially checked. There are many reasons, but there are two main reasons. Baba is checking everyone's chart to analyze why there is a difference between first division children and the second division children, means the first effort makers and the effort makers. Everyone wants to go into the first division. No one wants to go into the second division. That is obvious. However, there is a difference in their aim and in their characteristics. Baba says the difference, the antar is between Lakshya and Lakshan. Which are the two main reasons? Now, why there is a difference between aim and characteristics, Baba is going more deep and saying that what are the two reasons which Baba have noticed. Firstly, the power of thought, Manan Shakti. The most elevated power is not constantly used accurately for the self or for service according to the time for the task. The power of thought, Manan Shakti, the most elevated power, Sarvotcham Shakti, Baba calls it, is not constantly, important is to underline, not constantly used accurately, again underline, for the self or for service according to the time for the task. The second reason is the lack of using the power of speech. Today, Baba has emphasized on this power a lot and where we are making mistake and how our speech is depleting our energy and time. Baba has elaborately explained that. And the second reason is power of speech accurately and powerfully. And the reason for this weakness is that instead of being put into use, you become loose. There is very little difference in the words. There is, however, a great difference in the result. Bapdada only saw the result of 3 or 4 days. Baba is not going much back. Baba is telling that he has seen our record, the result of last 3 or 4 days. He did not see the total result. What did he see in the result of everyone for the 3 or 4 days? Now Baba is telling 50%. That is half and half. The account of accumulation of both the power of thought and speech for about 50% of souls was 40% accumulation and 60% best and ordinary. So just think how much was accumulated, only 40%. Which was greater? Because of speech, there is an effect of this on the mind too. Very important. Because of speech, there is an effect of this on the mind too. The mind pulls speech towards itself. Every word, every single word has its own vibration. How you are saying the word, what word you are using, everything Baba says that pulls towards itself. Today, Bapdada is drawing attention especially to speech, that is, words, because words have a connection with the self and also with others. What else did Bapdada see? Baba see? You have to stay in remembrance in your mind. Every now and then you do have programs for this. However, this is a lot of carelessness in words. This is why Bhavdada is specially making you underline this. Very important when we are speaking something. First, why the carelessness happens? Because many a times we are not in accurate remembrance from our mind with Baba. So the carelessness automatically comes, and this is why Baba says, especially making you underline this. 2 years ago, Baba Dada especially told the Maharathi soul who are moving forward in their efforts and service, and everyone else, 3 things about speech. Now, how to take care of speech? Baba is telling speak less, speak softly, and speak sweetly. Kam bolo, धीरे bolo, मीठा bolo. The sign of those who speak of wasteful thing is that they speak a lot. Even there are Baba's children who speak a lot, who speak wasteful things, which is not necessary. Very, very important. The sign of those who speak of wasteful thing is that they speak a lot. When you are talking anavashya, Baba कहते हैं ना wasteful things, weird thing, then automatically we will be driven to speak a lot. They will control themselves by compulsion according to the time and according to the gathering. But inside, they would feel as though someone has forced them to remain in silence. They will control themselves by compulsion according to the time and according to the gathering. But inside, they would feel as though someone has forced them to remain in silence. What is the greatest damage caused by wasteful words? And Baba is telling what is the greatest damage we make to ourselves with the word speaking the wasteful words. Firstly, physical energy finishes because you spend it. And secondly, time is wasted. Those who are teacher or professor, at the end of the day, they say, oh, we are so tired because throughout the day we were speaking, speaking, and speaking. So most of the time, Baba anyways have taught us how to be in silence, how to be in Baba's remembrance, because soul's language is silence. The words are spoken only because when we come into, some karobar, when we come into exchanging our energies or uh, when it is needed, always Baba says that when it is needed that you use your words and then go into silence. So Baba is saying that if we are not giving enough attention towards our words, then it will finish our energy. And secondly, time is wasted. What habit would those who speak of wasteful things have? They would make a small thing into a very big thing because they are not taking care of themselves, their mind. They are just talking, 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 and talking. Taking a pause, going deep, thinking of Baba will give all the solution. Smriti se samarthin, 2 days back, Murli Baba has given a vardhan. When we are in that remembrance that who am I and who I am belong to, this gives us all samadhi, this gives us all power. And if we are finding any solution, that also comes up very easily. But if we are only talking, talking, and talking, then the small thing, small problem also we can make it big. And the way and their way of speaking would be as though they are, just a minute, and their way of speaking would be as though they are telling a story. Very beautiful example now Baba has cited. The small thing maybe they're explaining, but as if they are just telling a story. In story, there is a climax, there is the modulation of voice, there is a pitch because sometimes go up and down. So as if they are speaking a story. People relate the Ramayana or the Mahabharata with interest. They themselves will speak with a lot of interest. The Ravan came and this happened, and this. I mean, this is how they themselves will speak with a lot of interest and they will create interest in others. But what is the result? What is the result of Ramayana or the Mahabharata? Rama went into exile. A battle took place between Kauravas and Pandavas. They show this in the form of a story. There is no essence in it, but the music of it is very entertaining. This is called a story. So, exactly in the same way, Baba says that when we speak carelessly, uh, by wasteful, the wasteful things when we speak, we exactly tell it as a story, which is not necessary because of the influence of Maya. Those who speak of wasteful things are weak souls. They are very quickly made into companions by others for listening and speaking to. There is always, Baba use a very beautiful word in Hindi, aturta, means always an urge of speaking. So they make companions very easily because they want to speak, they want to share, they always into that vacha. Such souls cannot become those who love solitude. This is why they are very clever at making companions because they are very empty. There is a void inside them. Out of the vices, they are not exactly getting that how to remain calm. I mean, they are in knowledge, but at the same time, they're not the lover of solitude, and their connection with Baba is not accurate. So they want to fill up that void with vacha, with making companions. Externally, it appears as though their gathering is very powerful and big. But always remember one thing: these are the last steps of Maya's departure. This is why, even as she is leaving Manamaya, she continues to shoot her arrows. Somewhere. This is why, sometimes and somewhere, the influence of Maya does work. She's not going to go away that easily, even until the last moment, if not in a direct form, then indirectly. And if not a bitter way, she will adopt a very sweet new form and keep on trying with Brahmins. I think in 2 days back, in Sakar Murli, Baba says that Maya बहुत हल्के रीति से बार करती है. It means that maybe we will not be even realizing, or we are not even registering how the Maya came. We keep on talking to someone or we are liking it, but we are not understanding. Baba says that it is pulling it towards itself. It is, breaking me from being my silent stage remembrance of Baba. So it is damaging. And Baba says that apparently from outside it will look, oh, it's a very good gathering where the good exchange is happening. Everything is fine. But also, we always have to give and pay attention towards ourselves. Dadi Janki says always that 99% of my attention was towards myself. How am I feeling? Whether am I connected with Baba, and the words which I am speaking is necessary or not, accurate, powerful or not, exactly what Baba is telling us. And then what do the innocent Brahmins say? Bapdada never said that Maya would come in this form too. Because of carelessness, they do not even check themselves and they think that Bapdada has said that the Maya will come. So they remember half the words. Baba says Maya will come. But they forget that they have to become conqueror of Maya. That is also spoken by Baba. So Baba says that we remember half of the word. And another thing, Baba saw different forms of wasteful thoughts and ordinary words. Sorry, Baba saw different forms of wasteful and ordinary words. One is that you indulge in jokes and laughter beyond the limit. Coming into the Brahmin family, sometimes when we are sitting in the gathering, we become casual, we become ordinary, we are making jokes or laughter, which Baba says, which is beyond the limit, first. Second, taunting, to taunt someone. Thirdly, to collect news from here and there, listen to it and speak of it. Acha, oh, there was a program. Acha, Jayanti Ben came. How many people were there? What was the topic? Acha, these many people came. Oh, I see. I mean, which is not necessary. Everything, all the classes, are available in the YouTube. If you're really focused, if we are really focused, we will take the essence. How many people come, where it had happened, why I was not being part of it, etc., etc., etc. I don't need to go into any vistar, which again is depleting my energy unnecessarily. And fourthly, Baba says, together with service news, you also speak of the weakness of the serviceable ones. Fourthly, together with service news, you also speak of the weaknesses of serviceable ones. ये अच्छा सो हो सकता था, it could have been better, it did not show up, don't know whether it will at all attract the audience or not, etc., etc., etc. Baba says, your job, your duty is not go into all such thing. That is mixed chutney, Baba says. That is mixed chutney. So the first thing we will remember, indulging in jokes and laughter beyond limits. Secondly, taunting. In one Murli, Baba say taunting is a very subtle form of hurting someone. You are saying, "Oh, I had not seen you for many days in Murli class. Are you not coming?" So, the way we are saying, are we saying it out of concern, or we are just out saying it out of curiosity or inquisitiveness, or out of, taunting someone? It is very important. Taunting means that there is some subtle form of anger or resentment or competition or comparison or jealousy. In one Murli, Baba says, when we are taunting someone, these feelings are definitely staying inside, because taunting is a very, very damaging thing. It is hurting someone very deeply. It is creating a daunt. Taunt creates daunt. Thirdly, to collect news from here and there, listen to it and speaking about it. And fourthly, with the service news, speak of the weaknesses of the serviceable one. That is mixed chutney. And fifthly, it is not completed here. Words that are not yukti yukta, words that are not in Brahmin dictionary. Baba saw, like, sometimes, for some, after some program or after some gathering, we say, like, the vase of flowers were not looking good on the table. They could have put some different flowers. No, it is not your duty again. It is not in Brahmin dictionary. Those who are responsible for that, they will think about it. That means that our ekagrita was not there. Our attention is going here and there. So that was not yukti yukta. Words are not in the Brahmin dictionary. Baba saw these five things. Bapdada counts all these five as wasteful. Do not think that laughing and joking around is a good thing. Laughter and joking in which there is spirituality is good. Whomever you laughed and joked around with, did that soul benefit and did that soul's time pass in a good way, or was their time wasted? Very important. The virtue being entertaining is good, but it is only good when it is according to the person, the time, the gathering, the place, and the atmosphere. Yesterday, just for an example to elaborate this, we had a bhatti in our center, in Borivali West Center. So it was a 2 hours bhatti. So those brothers who were taking care of the audio, because there are a lot of things we need to take care with the audio, which music now to play, what song will now to play now, maybe the Avyakta Babdada's voice will come. So everything is very arranged and organized from earlier. The sound, the volume, everything needs to be taken care. So after the there was before that, after Murli and before the bhatti starts, there is also a gap for the breakfast. There is an arrangement for the breakfast. So once the bhatti has ended and the center sister went into the audio room and thanked all the brothers, they asked that, did you all want to eat again? They say, no, no, we are full. They say, no, for Kumars, it is allowed to eat double. So this is the Ramanikta. So this is how you can put humor according to the person, as Baba says, the time, the gathering, the place, and the atmosphere. if even at this word that kumaro ke liye do bar khana, I mean for kumars, you can eat double. If this words is spoken in different situation, that would sound as a taunting, that would not be applicable. You can think about it. So it is very important that our words should be spoken according to the person, the time, the gathering, the place, and the atmosphere. If even one thing is not right in any of these things, then even that entertainment is not counted in the line of that which is wasteful. And the certificate you receive would be one that makes everyone laugh very well, but that you speak a lot. So that is mixed chutney, isn't it? So stay within the limits of time. This is what is known as Maryada Purushottam. This is what is our future title. But Baba says when we will follow these norms, when we are not doing or not touching all this and saving our energy and time by accumulating the power of speech accurately and powerfully, then we will be known as Maryada Purushottam, following the highest code of conduct. Always, always very important. We have to follow the highest code of conduct. In army, there will be court martial if the highest code of conduct is not followed. So this is also what Baba says, incognito um, army. No, Baba always says Ruhani Sena. So the highest code of conduct should be followed. If you say that your nature is like that, if you say that your nature is like that, what kind of nature is it? Is it like that of Bap Dada? Because sometimes we say, मुझे तो जोर से बोलने की आदत है. My nature is to speak loud. My voice is like that. I can't do anything. So Bap Dada is telling, is it like that of Bap Dada? Therefore, because if you would remember at the beginning of the Murli, Baba says our Lakshya, our main aim objective is to become close and equal to Father. So that is why again Baba is reminding, is it like that of Bab Dada? Therefore, that is not called Maryada Purushottam either. That is called being an ordinary being. Your words should be such that those who listen want to hear more, like Jatrak birds, and they should hear it. Such words are called the invaluable elevated version. Elevated version are never many. Very important. Elevated versions are never many. If you continue to speak whenever you want, those are not called elevated version. Therefore, children of the Sadguru are master Sadgurus. And so your words are not such words, but elevated version. The intellect of someone who speaks of wasteful things would definitely collect all the rubbish of wasteful things and wasteful news from everywhere, because he would have to give them the form of an entertaining story, which Baba has cited an example of Ramayana and Mahabharata. There is music, there is climax, it is entertaining, but there is no sar, there is no essence. For instance, look at the intellect of those who write the scriptures. This is why you must speak words that are necessary and yukta, according to the time and place, those that bring benefit to the self and other souls. So when Didi spoke those words after a long seva to those Kumars, that do you want to eat again? Kumaro ke liye, I mean for Kumars, it is allowed. So they also feel that love, they also feel that familiarity, that sweetness from Didi. They also felt elevated. This is also a form of love. So Baba says those that bring benefit to the self and other souls, we always need to take care of that. There is less attention paid to words, and this is why Bab Dada is doubly underlining this. Pay special attention to your words this year. Check how much energy and time you have accumulated and how much you have vested through words. When you check this, you will automatically experience the sweetness of introversion. There is the difference of day and night between the sweetness of introversion and that of words and activity. Antarmukta ki madhurta, and the words and activity. An introverted soul will experience the self to be an embodiment of tapasya, sitting in the cottage of the forehead. Do you understand? Acha. So till here, maybe we can stop the Murli and rest of the Murli will be taken on Monday. It's a long Murli. So whatever we have listened, whatever Baba has said, it's very, very practical and sometimes it happens. So we will think, we will deep dive down, and we will see that what we are going to take away from today's Murli, what we need to do, and how can we change it. How can my words will only be elevated and only to benefit others and self. Until we will now take a pause here for 2 minutes, and after that we will take the share. Om Shanti. All right, if you're ready, we can start the sharing in the group.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Yeah, so Baba highlighted the thought power and also the speech that we do. So Baba sees a lot of, there are two types of effort makers: fast effort makers, those who will come in the first division, and then second effort makers, second division. They are just ordinary effort makers. So the difference lies in when it comes to applying the knowledge to the self. So it's just the same teaching for everyone, though, but application wise different. So, and then Baba highlights the waste that comes in our speeches. Baba says the 40 percentage only accumulating, 60 percentage goes into the account of wastage. So therefore, when we have 60% of wastage, then of course the thought power is also reduced. So Baba says we waste a lot of our energy, time. Instead of accumulating, we lose all that. So Baba would like to see us becoming powerful, paying attention to this, especially the speech that we give. Baba says you have to give speech, speak less, speak softly and sweetly. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, brother. Anyone else would like to share?
Shanti sister. So,
Om Shanti.
to Baba has given a great insight into our own lives now. So, to become intense effort makers, we have to restrain ourselves, not indulge much into humor or jokes or into taunting, etc. To become antarmukhi and introverted and remain ourselves and position ourselves into soul conscious state, and the knowledge will take us into a faster speed and and then thus reach the destination. Om Shanti.
Thank you.
There is something in the chat also, sister.
Sure. Girichaban said that Girichaban, better if you can just share. You have written something. Thol mol kai bhol. What shape destiny? Acha. Inspires change or cause destruction. Choice of words, they can heal or destroy. Be mindful and careful. Learn to hold your tongue against that what you speak arises from your thoughts, your intention. Yes, that's where the power of thoughts belong. I mean, it is not that apparently or outwardly we are trying to control our speech that no, no, I will, speak softly. I won't say it. But inside there is a pressure cooker. Inside there is an arch. There is an atuta to speak more, to speak unnecessary. So it is very important. It is rising from our thoughts and intention. The more we are connected to Baba, the more we will follow Srimad and understand. Yesterday Baba says that Gyan Swarup. So the most we become the embodiment of the knowledge, the application of knowledge, then the words and the speech would automatically be taken care of. Anyone else?
So here, attention required is we need to be very careful about the words that we use, and also is there a need to speak, right? So just understanding the necessity of speaking, and checking if there is anything wasteful, right?
Yes, exactly. My words should elevate others, to motivate others, to encourage others, to, make them feel loved, make them feel accepted, make them um, feel noticed or recognized. Uh, Whatever, in any way, it will do seva. It will do seva. If that
Sister,
is not my words,
yeah, sister, just one thing. Yeah, so when we go to Laukik, right? So Laukik and
mm,
the Laukik life. So so nowadays even some people complains when we don't talk to them. So people who are not in knowledge, so they will have only things to talk about that would be the wasteful matters, right? So about the world. So and like I said, I personally I know many people who even complain when they are not respected, or when we don't speak to them. Okay, especially even if you go to any function, also everyone would like to see they are addressed, or they have given respect, and the way to give that is by saying something to them, giving them some respect for words.
exactly. Because everyone needs, love and respect in today's world. Forget about Brahmins, non Brahmins. We are in family, and all our family members are not in Gyan. Even the closest person, maybe your wife, maybe your children, maybe your parents, your sister, they might not be in knowledge. It happens. So, are we doing kinara? As Baba say, किसी से किनारा नहीं करना है. We have to because Baba says that Brahmin will give mukti and Jivan mukti. It is not that everyone will become Brahmin, everyone will listen to Baba, but we can liberate them from their own problems, from their own suffering. So if our words are nice, if our words are beautiful, and I'm just seeing that beautiful soul, and with Baba, I'm just speaking the words, then the best words, the healing words would be spoken, and they will receive what they were expecting from you. We should not stop talking to anybody. Anybody. Then how we will take the certificate from the family? One of the certificate Baba says that you have to take from your Lokik family. Are they happy with you? Okay, I'm very good with my Brahmin families. I know that everyone is aim objective is same, or everyone is taking the same knowledge, everything is same. But what about, where is the seva? The seva is in pravritti, the family whom I am living with. Maybe somebody likes to um, put the volume loud in TV. They love to watch Netflix, you know, whatever, whatever. And then they want to share it with you. How will you deal with it? Will you say, no, I don't have time. I mean, I don't want to listen. No. In that, how you can elevate that soul so that the right message is conveyed. That is will be your own research. That will be your own tapasya. This is also require a lot of tapasya when you are adjusting and molding yourself to to give liberation to everyone. It requires a lot of molding. We cannot do kinara. We cannot do. And it is not right, because we are here being instrument of Baba to give liberation to others. We have to see that how we can convey the message in few words, chand shabdon mein, how we can give the right words which will elevate them. That is tapasya, that is purusharth. And as you say, that everyone needs love and respect. Sometimes listening is also healing. You don't need to talk much. Listen and they are healed. No, you don't need to shoot arrows. Yeah, if you are not feeling right, or if you are feeling that you are disrespected, uh, yes, being in silence, and how that silence would, sometimes there is a pressure cooker that I'm very disappointed and upset by some soul, and I want to give back, but I'm in Gyan, I can't do it. So that is not exactly the power of silence. The power of silence is like when I'm not registering, or I'm not realizing that there is any mistake of the other person. I'm taking it that what they are saying, it is right from their end, from their perspective. They're right. And I'm just seeing the beautiful living light. My only concentration is to see the beautiful living light with full of possibilities and potential. And the more I will see someone in that way, I will become the mirror of those souls. In one Murli, I think Baba says, in few weeks were done, if you would take, I become the mirror of those souls. They themselves will realize that their words were not nice, their words were hurting. I don't need to say anything. I just need to see them in their Shreshta and Sarvocha stage, the way Baba seeing us. Are we don't not having any flaws? Have we become meete bache? No, right? But Baba always see. Yesterday's Murli only Baba says that Baba Bholanath hai. What does Bholanath mean? Bholanath means who are not registering anybody's mistake, who are not judging them based on their karmas, but he is seeing each and every soul in their elevated and the highest form. This is exactly we have to copy from Baba with others when we are dealing in the world. Any other thoughts, any other sharing?
So today's Murli Baba pointed out as to how sweet and clean and pure you
Mm,
need to check you are in even speaking to others, where he mentioned how even no, it's very is it a default mode that when an opportunity comes in, we would definitely pick up something which the person has said in the past and taunt that person, maybe on a behavior or something which the person has spoken. But the Bible says, check that at a deeper level. That's not the way what you're bringing forward to. A pure Baba's sweet child is someone, as you
mm,
just mentioned, not judging, no making any kind of labels to be put on anyone's behavior or words. Just be clean from your side. And that's a very deep sukshma checking, because from last so many births and the kind of life that we must have had before getting into Gyan, uh, it was not very easy to check on these things. But now be present, be aware to what you're doing. Uh, that's one of the things that from today's Murli, which touched me. And that is a checking at a deeper level that I would want to take on. Option.
thank you, sister. We don't need to Girija Pen, we don't need to actually check that what exactly we would say or uh, how we can modify that sentence. Not like that. It is not an apparent effort. It is very very deep. Like um, when we are sitting with Baba and when we are listening, being with Baba, मैं बाबा के साथ बैठ के जब सुन रही हूँ to someone, then Baba will drive me what is to be spoken. And second thing, a lot of good wishes for the other soul. Lot of good wishes, love, acceptance. Because sometimes our nature is to, oh, I know what he is, what she is. From the past experience, it just comes to our mind. But exactly there, our purusharth is needed. That बहुत sweet बच्चा है बाबा का है. He belongs, she belongs to Baba. First see them, take a pause inside, see them in that vision, and then when the words that would be spoken, the exchange between those two souls will be automatically be elevated. So as Baba today also here said, that those children are not in silence, means not in remembrance with Baba, and that is how the carelessness happens. Because so far we are doing good with Atam Shakti. Now we are using Atam Shakti and Paramatma Shakti. The soul power and supreme power, when both are, combined, then the magic happens in your thoughts, words, and action.
Just to add on to what you said, Rishmi Ben, um, yes, it's not that physical effort that one has to take. If you're an embodiment of being a sweet child, if you're an embodiment of being love, this will come as a byproduct by itself. That's what I'm getting while you were sharing your thought, Rishmi.
Yeah, you don't need to think actually what word, what vocabulary to use. It will automatically come. Your words, your sound, it will automatically sound sweet. Yes, as you rightly said, when you will become the embodiment of it, we don't need to pay extra attention that, oh, I won't speak that word, I will speak that word. No, it will automatically come. It will be organic way. It will happen in organic way, is what we are trying to say. Anyone else would like to share?
I think there is some more chat, sister, from.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
seen, and based on that,
Okay.
we were just discussing. Yeah.
Okay, sister. Thank you.
Others in the group who have not spoken, or who have not shared anything on the chat, also can share or also can write. I think rest have already influenced, that kam bolo, meetha bolo, or dheere bolo. That's why they don't want to speak. Good.
Rija, when you'd unmuted yourself, would you like to say anything? Okay. So let's move on to meditation, Reshmi Ben. Before that, Vijit Bhai, can you please share the flyer for tomorrow's masterclass?
Yeah, just a
Mm,
minute.
yeah.
Yeah, just a minute. Let me share my screen. Hi. So tomorrow it's a Sunday, so it's a buffer day for us. So we have a master class scheduled um on the topic of courage in confluence age, which will be conducted by BK Sister Usha from Durban, South Africa. So this flyer is already shared in the WhatsApp group. So request everyone to attend the session tomorrow and then take the complete benefit of the session. So thank you. With that, over to you, Rishmi Ben, for short meditation.
Thank you, everyone. Just sit back and relax. You can close your eyes or you can keep your eyes open. I, the Brahman soul, am created, I'm designed by the Supreme Power, my Father, my teacher, my friend. He is my constant companion. He's taking care of me in every way. I'm always under the canopy of His love and protection. I feel safe with Him. His love, His power, His treasure are unending. He's pouring, pouring, and pouring upon me. Let's make Him my constant companion for throughout the day. Whenever there will be something, whatever is in my mind, let me sit with Him, speak with Him, talk to Him. Let me fall for that solitude, for that silence where I and Him can meet always. I will do everything, but from that place of silence, from that place of solitude, even when I will listen someone, and when I need to speak something, I will sit with Him and will listen, and He will tell me what to speak. how to speak and when to speak. Baba, let's be together for the whole day with me. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Rashmi Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a lovely day.